is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, this from 39. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, Echo! I'm letting you know right now, you better bring 45 the mic. You don't want nothing. Go.
2nd and 5. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He hits White, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down, Saints.
We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st down, Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Carr to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Carr. And this is incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. They'll set up the screen to Drake. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
10-2 stop.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down here by the Saints. J.J. Watt able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now left side on the swing pass. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Carr. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Monday, down. You ready? Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Kill, switch it. Kill, kill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a draw play with Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. John Ross, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Ready? Let's do it.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Going up top. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your play.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check 50. Protein spill. All day, punk. Hey, orbit.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Push him back.
2nd and 3. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Carr going to throw. It's complete to Drake. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Right there, 56. Let's go,
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
93. 93. 56 is the mic.
They'll run with a North Carolina native. This is Bryce Love. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the twist. Watch the run.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. 56. Mike, 56.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's 2nd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
6-18.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And his throw is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, Alpha, rush in. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. I got it. Mike, check. 59. Hey! Hey, lock it. Go.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man, I got you. Check 37. Later one.
Now Carr. Open man here is Foster. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He hits White, complete. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Right back to Drake. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. On 3rd and 2, Carr, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, Charlie. 56 to Mike. 56 to 93. Here we go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I got you, punk. 56 to Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
80 weapons. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Chandler Catanzaro on for the field goal.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing his car on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. They'll run with Drake. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we're good.
Now Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on first down. Drake. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Carr. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
On first down, it's Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Hey, box truck. Drop in. 56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and goal on the 10-yard line.
2
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
One final try now for Carr. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood